Cramp in my foot. Hi guys, how you going? Well, I've just got home from the Gold Coast Running Festival and running that half marathon. I will share a race vlog with you in another video, but this video is all about my 10-day running week plan that I'll be using as part of my preparation for the Gold Coast half marathon on July 6th. And I realise that I'm dragging the chain a little bit here because I'm already 12 days into this new training block and I haven't shared with you what this training plan looks like. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. And I've just realised I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore in the last video. So apologies for that, guys. It has been washed, so it's nice and clean. You might remember that I did a mini experiment with the 10-day running week plan a couple of months ago. I had a bit of success with that plan. Was able to run a 20-25 5K at Park Run. So that made up my mind to continue with this method for the Gold Coast Half Marathon. And really the training block over the next 11 weeks, I think it is now, isn't too dissimilar to what I did in that mini training block. I've given myself some more easier days between the harder sessions and the long runs. Like that mini training block, this is still going to be quite a fluid plan. Like I said, I'm 12 days into the training block and I've pretty much stuck to the plan so far. I did miss the speed session in the first 10 days because I did hurt my back when I was doing some gardening. I think that was a wise decision so I wouldn't aggravate the back any more than it was. But I ticked off all the other sessions. I'll put the plan up here on screen, guys, so you can see it. The colour code's probably going to be a little bit confusing for you, but I've tried to make it as simple as possible for me to remember. When I sat down to work out the plan, there were a couple of key sessions that I wanted to build the plan around. The long run, the medium long run. I also wanted to have a rest day in each 10 days. Also, there were a couple of days that were locked in, Tuesday morning speed group session, and also Saturdays being Park Run. So that gave me 5 of the 10 days that were non-negotiable and left me with 5 days for easy days, steady runs, tempo runs, progressive runs, etc. that would be incorporated not each 10 days of the plan, but over the course of the 11 weeks that I've got between now and the Gold Coast Half Marathon. And because I'm doing some events as part of this training block, it doesn't mean that those key sessions are locked in on particular days. And that's what I mean by the plan being fluid. I needed to be able to make sure that I was giving myself enough easy days before and after these events, because I have found, and I have said this before here on the channel, that as I'm getting older, it's just taking a little bit longer for the body to recover. So those extra easy days are going to be really welcome as part of this training block. You might think that there's not a lot of speed in this training block, but I do have plans to run some goal pace in some of the longer runs. I also plan to do a couple of hard 5Ks at Park Run, and I'm really looking forward to getting back and incorporating some hills into my medium long runs. This is something that I have used with great success as part of previous marathon training blocks where I've run sub-3. Instead of doing straight out hill sessions, I was getting that leg strength by incorporating hills into those medium long runs, which ranged as part of the marathon training block from anywhere from 18 to 25k. As part of this training block for the half marathon, they'll probably top out at about 18k. I've got a nice little loop here around home. It's about 5 kilometers and there's about 4 decent hills in that loop. I'm also going to continue with the gym, probably 2 times a week, maybe 3. I have been saying in videos that pace and times and etc. don't really concern me anymore. I just really want to enjoy my running. I think that when you put together a training block like I've done here, you need to have some sort of goals or have some sort of outcome, whether it's, you just want to finish, complete the distance, you have a time in mind or whatever it may be. Look, for me, I know I can complete the 21.1k, so that's not an issue. And I thought about it before going into this training block that, I should put down a time goal so that I've got something to work towards through this training block. Now, at the beginning of the year, I was thinking that I could still probably run a sub 90 minute half marathon. I think where I'm at the moment, I think I'm a little bit ambitious with my target of a sub 90. With that in mind, I'm going to work towards a sub 95 minute goal. I think that is achievable. I think it is also will be challenging. And as you will see in the race vlog from today's Gold Coast Running Festival half marathon, not to get the two Gold Coast events confused. Now, there wasn't a lot left in the tank in today's half marathon. I'm not going to give you the time that I ran. You'll have to watch the race vlog video coming out in a few days. But let's just say that a sub-95 minute half marathon will be challenging. Okay guys, I don't think that training plan is rocket science. I've devised it so that it's easy for me to understand. I'm not going to be too concerned about heart rate or zones as part of this training block. Most of this plan I will just be running by feel. Yes, I'm still going to wear the Garmin chest heart rate monitor, but I'm not going to pay attention to it while I'm running. It's mainly just to have a look at the data afterwards. In the past, I've done most of my running by feel. Why change something that has worked in the past? Okay guys, that's the nuts and bolts of the 10-day running week plan that I'm using for the Gold Coast Half Marathon. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to achieve that sub 95 minute goal if today's run is any indication, and also how I've been feeling over the past 12 days launching into this new training block. Yeah, fingers crossed that all goes well over the next 11 weeks and all comes together on July 6th down there on the Gold Coast. All right guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. If you've made it all the way through to this point in the video, wherever you are, run well, run safe, be kind to each other, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Uru.
3, 2, 1, off and running.